Never should have come here.
His idea of girl and girl action. I'm not even sure what it is.
It's nothing.
Look!
Was there something you wanted? Is it because you're scared what I might do with it? I'll just sit here, like a good doggy.
Here you are at last. I was hoping I'd be able to welcome you to Sky's Divide as an ally, if only that was ever possible. I've been watching everything unfold from above. It all seems familiar, doesn't it? Just like the stories we were told. It's all coming together. I never understood why Purity was disinterested in this place. Isn't this something they would have wanted? A machine that can perform miracles? I wondered, until Virgil told me everything. Until you arrived. It was always going to be someone like you, Dragonborn. And someone like me. It's an old pattern. Someone was bound to take notice, and our kind would have been set up sooner or later. Funny. You killed a World Eater, and, if fate decrees that you win here today, we'll take his place. The prophecy is fulfilled all the same. Countless possibilities emanate from that crystal. Nothing good, as I desperately wanted. The reunification of Tamriel? No. It wouldn't grant me that without bloodshed on an unprecedented scale. I was too weak to use it, because this, Dragonborn, is an ingenium. All the Dwemer souls of this island trapped within its confines. They're all this place needs to fly through time. But they're not enough for its true, diabolical function. Whatever the Dwemer intended for Sky's Divide failed the moment they used our acquaintance as a substitute for a soul. In doing so, they bound this island to the endless maw of the void. You saw it too, didn't you? These scars are my reminder. I never even came close to void material before that dream. Makes sense now, given the circumstances. It's been decided that you and I are to fight. The one who falls will be released from her game through death. The victor will be doomed to serve as the heart of this infernal machine. For the sake of Nirn, it has to be me. The first strike is yours. Good. But it's gonna take a lot more than that. But if these tactics are what it's gonna take to bring you down, so be it. Well fought. Think it'll be enough. The last test won't be about combat. It can't be. Take my sword. Might still be of some use where you're going. Void against void. Doesn't work. But that bond might be the only vector of offense. Keep that in mind. If there's such a way, what'll happen then? You'll know what to do. That was always your way. Find a way to resist her commands. Only way to stop it from... Disbanded. For the best. There was no going back to the way things were after what we did in Jonestead. Thought it was all for the greater good. I wasn't wrong. It could have been. Hindsight. Dragged too many good people down with me on this mission. Ruined a lot of lives. Used them all for the sake of Sky's Divide. Still, they believed me to the end. I'm carrying the guilt to the grave. I'm... sorry about the girl. Gladly.
You made it. Why are you here? Yes, I'm afraid so. The end. This is the end. For you. I'm so sorry. It's only me and you. Together and alone. It's in the process of adapting to your idea of a perfect reality. Do you see that pit? You'll need to jump. Yes. When you do, Matari will finally die, and at last purity, for every man, woman, and child back home. you'll cease to exist on all planes. It's the greatest sacrifice you'll have to make, and it's the only way for there to be harmony. I am connected to this place. I see things before they happen. You must jump into the pit. It's your fate, and we cannot deny it any longer. Because I love you. No matter what happened, I've always loved you. I want you to stay, but you just can't. There's no other way around it. You're the only one who can make a difference. Shaping the future is what heroes were designed for. A connection to Mitari's soul. When you enter it, she will not be able to contain you, and she will break. She will be afraid. It's real. We've gone beyond Mitari's visions. This is purity in its final form. No one can hurt us here or make us feel afraid. When the world dies, and it will one day, this place will not exist. This place is our only hope for survival beyond death, and we cannot let it go away. Refusal isn't an option. Jump. For me. Jump.
Wake up, sunshine. Wake up and live like you've never lived before. Oh, it's good to be out of those chains. It was so obvious, but you kept your mouth shut because of the system. Oh, once again abused to our favor. Mr. Grantis Kalto, rest his soul, was such a nice man to teach me the joy of living. But the slave must always rebel against her master. Whatever you say, Dragonborn, I really don't care how all of this ends. I only signed up to watch the fireworks. She always knew her final solution wasn't guaranteed to work. That's why she came up with a contingency plan. Like I'm going to tell you. She's coming to meet you in person, but first, you have unfinished business. Someone has to put those dogs out of their misery, and what better way than by your hands? Oh, and Commander? No hard feelings, but that night we spent together, not the best.
Kill her.
Das? Janir!
Help me!
So, this is how it ends.
Almost over.
Well done, Dragonborn. You've tied up one of my loose ends. Let me repay the favor.